What made you want to start working with us? Walk that through a client, like, "Hey, this is why I chose to
Oh,
pick."
man. Yeah, like, you didn't even have to really try hard to get me to come here, or to talk about it because for me, like, it really is what I do, and so it's a part of my system. So it's easy to explain why. So Georgia came from those other leads before, like either final expense or general life insurance. You don't know why they're looking into it. So the why would always be, okay, is it because of funeral? Is it because of a debt or a mortgage? Or is it because you just want to leave behind some extra security, replacement income? And they say whatever they're going to say. So, but premium, on average, the premium sizes were smaller with those leads. They're smaller, and a lot of those people, it was like a lot of cancellations from like missed payments, a lot of people not having bank accounts. Fast forward to me going through that, still selling, but like smaller premiums. Everybody else on my team, when I started doing telesales, everybody on that team, for the most part, was doing mortgage protection. And at the time, for all that time I was doing life insurance, I didn't want to do mortgage protection. I don't know why I just didn't want to do it. I was like, oh man, I was content doing what I was doing. I thought it would be like more complicated, so I didn't want to. But I started hearing these presentations, and on average, premium sizes were much larger. And the clientele, just from me dialing mortgage protection leads, the clientele is just different. So you're talking to doctors, lawyers, people that have multiple properties. I call, hey, this is for the home in Illinois. No, it's my home in Kentucky. Oh, okay. You got multiple properties. All right. So, so it's different clientele. That the question as to whether or not do they have a bank account isn't even it's like an afterthought. So of course I have a bank account. Usually they beat me to the punch. Are you ready for the checking? I'm like, yeah, well, go ahead. Yes, sir. Well, yes, doctor. Like those are the kind of calls that we're having now. So it's kind of cool. So that's the reason why they say you want to sell to qualified buyers. So now we're having conversations with qualified buyers. They're not all going to say yes, but at least they could. I honestly, I've helped a lot of families where, not to put anybody down, like everybody's in their own situation, but doing the general life insurance leads. Surprisingly, a lot of people that submit requests for leads, like for help, is people that are home. A lot of people that I would call to submit the lead to, they don't have like a stable address. They tell me that they're living in tents and stuff, and it's cool. They're my clients. Every couple of months we got to change their account information. I try to do whatever I can to keep them on the books. But all my clientele from before is really hard to manage. These mortgage protection clientele, they're still going to be customers. They say buyers are liars sometimes, silly stuff like that. But overall, it's just better.